Good afternoon to those listening. It's 5:49 p.m., March 24th, 2025. And going through some stuff now. So, say a prayer that everything gets straightened out and they finally figure out. So, I got a letter. It's so stupid. So stupid. I don't know. We're living in 2025. You think they would have enough technology in place to be able to figure this stuff out. So I got a letter from Iowa Department of Revenue saying that I didn't file taxes in 2021 for 2022, but for the 2021 year. Well, yeah, so I went back and looked. Yeah, I filed taxes, but I did not file for state for Iowa because I only made $408 for the whole entire year. So I told the person that, and he goes, well, yeah, if you made less than 1,000, you don't have to report. But that's not enough. No, I got to prove it. So he wants me to print out all these tax forms showing, proof of that, taking pictures of it, and then sending it through the email. I said, well, can't I just go online on my TurboTax and just take pictures of that? Nope, that's not good enough. BS. But I'm going to send them those pictures. I mean, it's the same thing. Come on. Are you guys stupid? So that's no big deal there. That will be done. But now suddenly I get, after 3 years and 2 months went by, I get emails, which I thought was scam at first, a hoax, and saying that I owe $47,000. So unemployment, I made maybe received maybe 20,000. If it was, maybe it was a couple thousand more at the most. So for one, how did it go from 20,000, 22,000 to 47,000? I don't know. So, you guys remember I went through all that crap back in 2021 into 2022, talking with the top person at the unemployment, and she, after 4 months, finally figured it out. Oh, there's a computer glitch or a computer problem, and don't worry, we'll erase it all off there, and you don't owe nothing. You'll never hear from us again. So she says, if you see anything that you owe money, just ignore it. You don't owe anything. Don't worry about it. Back then, it still showed I owed $9,000, but she said, don't worry about it. So now I get these emails. So I thought it was scam, because then I tried to get into my account and it said I couldn't get in, something with my password. So I'm like, okay, maybe it is a scam. But then I got another email, and so then I had to change my password, go through all the crap to get into my account again. And then when I try to look up the correspondence to find out what's going on, it says I'm blocked. So what's going on? So I finally talked to somebody today. And of course, the number that they gave me to talk to somebody, every time I call, same thing. Oh, there's a overload of all the people calling in, and we can't get your call in today. Try another day. So what am I supposed to do? So I called this other number, and I talked to somebody. They can't do nothing about it, but at least they got me so I can look into the correspondence, and then she explained to me what they're saying. So it's legit, supposedly, to them, that I owe $47,000. So if you go into it, it says, oh, they took out $26,000 for payments, and now I only owe $32,000. Well, 47 minus 26, that equals 21. I guess they don't know how to add either. But it shows I owe $32,000, and the payment is due now, immediately. So it says if you can't make the payment in full, obviously, come on, who's going to be able to pay $32,000 all at once? Not me. So it says you can make payment plans. So the lowest payment plan that you can make is $489 a month. That's more than my rent. So there's no way I can pay that either, obviously. So now I got to go through a bunch of more BS to try to talk to these people and straighten it out again. How do you How do you go from closing the case out and don't worry, you don't owe nothing, to suddenly now you owe $32,000, even though, and it says on there too, it says on there non-fraud, and there is no interest on there. So where did all this money come from? Who knows? So now I got to go through a bunch of crap with this. So just another headache, another stressful situation I got to go through because of somebody's negligence of not being able to figure, not being able to figure out what's going on. How do you wait 3 years and 2 months? If there was a problem, wouldn't you, address it right away? Why would you wait 3 years and 2 months? Same with Iowa. They waited 3 years and 2 months to, oh, you haven't filed. Oh, we gotta go. Come on. Oh. So it's just a bunch of crap. Look at that cloud. That's an interesting cloud. But anyway, it's just like, now I got to go through that. So originally I made a video and showed the documents, but it has too much information on there that I can't release in public. So I just decided to tell you instead. So that's it. I just wanted to tell you what I'm going through now. Also, I went over a pothole a couple days ago, and I thought for sure I'd messed my car up. It was a huge hole. It was like 1 foot. It was like 2 feet wide and 1 foot deep. And so now my tire, all the way around, it has cracking on the inside. 3/4 of the tire has it there. So now I got to get another tire, which I can't afford. And my headlight went out, so I can't afford that. They want, I looked it up and it said it cost $8 to $13. Okay, no big deal. But now they're saying that the bulb I have to get in there costs $114. I just had that replaced like, I don't know, 1.5 years, 2 years ago. My other headlight, which I've never replaced, still is fine, but I don't know, who knows, something might have happened, whatever. But now all of a sudden, out of the blue, and all this happened on the same day too that I figured all this stuff out. I mean, the Iowa, Colorado stuff was stuff from a month and 2 months ago that I ignored because I thought it was scam, fraud on their part. Yeah, how about fraud on their part? But then, I didn't say nothing, just letting the Lord take care of it, and that's exactly what I'm doing now too. Just gonna let the Lord take care of everything. I mean, I got to do my part, but come on. It's just more headaches and stress to go through because of someone's incompetence. It's 2025 and they can't figure this out. And they should be able, if they figure out there's a problem, why can't they fix it? Why do I got to go through all this crap to fix it with both Iowa and Colorado? They magically found there's a problem, but they can't see what the problem is? Come on. 2025. Isn't it 2025? I think the year's 2025. And somehow they still don't have this crap straightened out. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't worry. Everything will work out in the end. It's just I got to go through a bunch more crap to figure out what they did wrong, because obviously I didn't do nothing wrong. All of the unemployment that I received was all legit. There is no overpayments from anybody. And I even acknowledged that. I got it all recorded. Thank God I record all this stuff. I'd have to figure out where it's at, dig through my computer. But on my computer, I recorded every single conversation because I wanted to have it for proof. She said, don't worry. Don't worry, you'll never hear from us again. Everything is fixed. You owe $0. Don't worry. You'll never hear from us again. But thank God I recorded this stuff because, you can always come back and, like this happens, they come back and say, oh yeah, you do owe. Now you owe double the amount. 2.5 times more than what you originally supposedly owed, which is $20,000, but somehow, that was considered an overpayment back then, but it got fixed. And okay, yeah, we figured it out. It was just a computer thing, blah, blah, blah. You don't owe nothing. So how do I go from, yeah, everything was legit and we figured it out, we fixed it, you don't owe nothing, to now I owe $47,000 or $32,000, whatever they're they're saying. I don't know. It's just a bunch of crap. Sorry to ramble on, but thanks for watching. Hold on one second. Let's see if this, whatever this is, it sounds like it's really close to me. It's right a block away from me, it looks like, or a couple blocks away. Okay, now they're going more north, it looks like. Thanks for watching. God bless.